with your boys, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews.
The originators. Man, we started this whole thing, man. Two Live Stews, YouTube.com. Two Live Stews, Facebook.com.
Stewart Media and Entertainment.
What up to the Qs?
We gotta thank God every minute of every day. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. I'm Ryan, he's Doug, and good morning to all of you. All of you, especially the super chatters bright and early on a Monday. Let's see. Good morning, Griff. Good morning, Wide Not 24-3, the beautiful Mocha Bella, and Rail Scott's the honorable mention. And good morning to you too, Dougie Stu. How are you, sir?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. How about you?
Outstanding, man. Outstanding, man. Coming off of a great Easter. This is a problem. I just saw it. Coming off of a great Easter weekend. Yesterday was amazing, and just kind of recharged, man. Took a day to fired the Big Green up for the first time this year. Food was delicious. I'm gonna come clean. Because I've been talking about being off the pork and being off the beef. I didn't eat a whole rib yesterday, man. But I did enjoy one or two pieces of gristle from off of the meat that I made on the Big Green Egg, man. It didn't upset my stomach. I didn't have the runs like I thought I would. I wasn't sick. It was absolutely delicious. And now I'm finding myself contemplating getting back on the pork, man. And at a very limited style, limited portion of pork. I'm thinking about getting back on pork, man.
That's the easiest one for me is pork, man. I haven't eaten pork in 20 years.
I know.
It's been
7 to 8 for me. It's been 7 to 8, maybe close to 10.
I told you I'm contemplating eating beef again, though.
Well,
very
man,
limited.
I've been talking with your daughters, man, especially Bree, the oldest one, and we think you need to start eating something, man. I mean, enough is enough, man. You got to start eating something.
Yeah. I've been contemplating it, man. I've been contemplating treating myself to a burger like once a week or every couple of weeks or something like that. It's just been so long. I'm just interested to see how my body would react if I were to eat a Big Mac.
Back during Easter celebrations when you and the family was grilling out and cooking and stuff and you cooked ribs, how long were your ribs on your grill?
How long?
Yes, how long?
I don't know, man. However it took them to get brown and whatnot, look like they cook. Why?
I'm asking you for a reason, man. I mean, just give me an idea of if you did the dogs, the burgers, the ribs, and some chicken, how long would your ribs be out there?
20 minutes.
Okay. Wow. It's got to be longer than that. But I understand. I get the point. But it's got to be longer than that. I get the point. If it was just 20 minutes, man, nobody's going to eat at your house. But
I can't remember. It's been so long.
I understand. I smoked my ribs yesterday for 3.5 hours, man.
What?
3.5 hours.
The Big Green Egg.
The highest temperature was about 280, which tends to be a little high for me. But yeah, man, 3.5 hours. The last hour, I put the barbecue sauce and stuff on them, man, and a tad more seasoning. But they sat out there for 3.5 hours, man. I went back and forth to the store. I cleaned up, got to piling off all the patios and stuff while they were smoking, man. Whole neighborhood smelled like ribs.
Mm-hmm.
But when I took them off to bring them upstairs for the wife to let them rest, the meat was falling off the bone, man. And I just had to
you had to taste it.
I wish I could have recorded it, man, because it was a situation down there outside behind the patio, man. It was a real situation, man. But everybody enjoyed the meal, man. We had a few people over. It was a good day, man. How was your Easter?
I'm not going to judge. I've never, even though I've taken these stances against these different meats or whatnot, I've never, put somebody on blast about the meat consumption.
You hadn't big time anybody. No big deal. Right, you ain't judging.
No. I used to eat pork from the rooter to the tutor. I mean, to the tutor. Bacon. I always talk about bacon is one of the things I do miss. Like when I'm around other people. See, that's the problem. Breakfast is really a bacon meal or a pork meal.
A pork meal.
It's a pork meal.
Bacon, sausage, those things. There's a piece of pork that typically goes with every breakfast.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm 55 years old. I stopped eating pork maybe 20 years ago, like I said. But 30 years, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm not going big time nobody, man. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hey, man, a lot going on in the world of sports, entertainment. We got a packed show for you as usual. We got Arlie World coming up later, the Arlie Report, and the biggest news stories in entertainment. One quick mention, man. Did you hear the Pope died this morning?
The Pope did pass, man. I mean, like
wasn't they just saying he was doing good?
Like a few seconds after giving a sermon, too, I think, man.
Bless his
heart.
heart.
That's what it's called when he does it. If it's called a sermon, I'm not sure what it's called.
Yeah, but so he had the long bout with pneumonia for a couple of weeks. He beat it, quote unquote, beat it. Left the hospital. I thought he was in the clear, but evidently not. He climbing Jacob's ladder right now.
I don't think anybody that's in their 80s, man, if that's how old he was. I don't think anybody that's in their 80s, if they get pneumonia, I don't think they would be considered to be in the clear. It's a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, pneumonia takes out young people, much less somebody that's 80-something years old that can't even move around. The Pope couldn't move around, man.
That's true. Absolutely. So rest in peace to the Pope.
Don't they typically make it to close to the hundreds, though? Don't they usually live for a very long time?
Who?
Popes.
I don't think that's an accurate statement.
No, I'm asking. I wasn't making a statement. I was asking a question.
Oh, no, I don't think that's the case. You make it sound like the Pope gets some extra time because they're the Pope. Automatically. Like they automatically get a run to 100 or something like that. I don't think it works like that.
No, I wasn't insinuating anything. I was asking a question. That's all.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to talk about it, it's okay.
No, I don't think popes get extra time other than anybody else.
It is a Monday, a beautiful Monday, coming off of an incredible NBA weekend. Sir, there was a beatdown of epic proportions that we'll talk about a little bit later. Your thoughts early off into the NBA postseason, man. Your thoughts?
A lot of blowouts yesterday. Some very good games on Saturday. Ballers and Busters is what we do on Mondays as well. Can I give a first ball award out?
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to give my first ball award out to Brody, man. You know who Brody is?
No, who's Brody?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh.
Y'all must have forgot. He only had like 15 points, but he had 15 points, 8 boards. He had big shots, made key defensive plays. I am on record of being one of the biggest Russell Westbrook fans in the history of the world.
You are.
I mean, that guy gives you 100%. Like it seems like that people, I don't know why people want to hate on him because he's a little bit older. He's been in the league forever, but you go get your money's worth out of Russell Westbrook.
No question, man.
I can't really think of anybody I can remember plays harder and wants to win more than this guy.
Now, he's going to cause you some problems, too. He's going to shoot some shots that he shouldn't shoot. He's going to turn a ball over or 2 or 3 or 4. But
Nuggets over the Bucks, 112 to 110 in a close one.
But not Bucks.
Nuggets.
The Bucks and the Pacers are playing right now. Nuggets over Clippers.
Nuggets over Clippers. I'm sorry.
112 to 110. Very good game. I love Russ, man. I'm not hating on Russ. Watched a lot of basketball the last few days, man. A guy that averaged a triple-double for like 3 years consecutively.
Right.
Shouldn't cause the problems that he caused sometimes. That's all, man.
What's the problems that he causes?
Some of the shots that Russell takes. The ball bounces off of his shin once or twice a game.
See, you're doing exactly what I said.
No.
People pick on this man, and I can't understand why. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
First.
So why are you coming up with these little things that everybody has issues with? Everybody misses shots.
Okay, yes. But is it true though, man?
What?
Russell's 3-point percentage, I'll look it up to get the exact number, man. But it's got to be around 18, 17, 19%. It's got to be.
The only
but
shot
he jacks threes up all the time.
And that's not true. The only shots you miss are the ones you don't take, man. That's it. I'm a big fan of this guy.
I'm not hating on Russell, man.
I think you are.
Sometimes he leaves a little bit to be desired, which is why he's been run off and he's been on so many teams. He's been on 6 teams, man.
He has not been on 6 teams. That's overdoing it. He has not been on 6 teams. He's probably been on 3 or 4. But guys move around a lot. LeBron's been on 3 or 4 teams. And that's your guy.
He's had 4 different stints with 3 teams. That's it, man. That's it.
But how much difference is it that we're talking about with Russell Westbrook? My point is you can find reasons to get mad or pick at any player in any sport if you want. I'm just saying we need to appreciate Russell Westbrook and what he brings to the floor. The ultimate in athleticism. Probably
OKC, Houston, Washington,
Los Angeles
Lakers,
Forgot about Washington.
Los Angeles Clippers, and Denver. I said 6. I just named 6 teams.
This is a lucky guess.
I said 6.
It was a lucky guess.
How many first ballot Hall of Famers played on 6 teams, man?
I think Shaq probably played on 6 teams.
No, Shaquille hadn't. Well,
Shaq
hold on. Right at 5. Shaq may be right at 5.
Shaq played for the Lakers, Orlando, Boston, Cleveland, Phoenix, and we might could throw one more in there if I think about it.
Yeah, I think there's another one.
Come on,
I'll pull it up.
Why don't you say these same things about Shaq?
Right. And Russell's a 30% 3-point shooter, man.
Yeah, you said 9% before.
I said 16, 17, or 18. I did say that.
Oh, and Shaq played for Miami. Now what? My point is, thank you, Eddie Jewell. Several people posted Shaq played for the Miami Heat as well. Come on, man. All I'm saying is I don't understand the underlying hate for this man when this man gives
Magic, Lakers, Heat.
I just named them. I named 5 and then we
Cavs and Celtics. That's 6. That's 6.
Right. My point is, man, I think we need to appreciate this man while he's here. The whole triple-double thing with Oscar.
Oscar Robertson. Robertson, Russ, and there's like one more who's averaged a triple. Oh, Jokic now. This year, Jokic has averaged a triple-double.
My point is that those triple-double records that Oscar Robertson had forever, Russell came and dismantled all of them. Russ dismantled all of them. And I didn't mean to spend this much time on Russell Westbrook. I just think that he gets too much hate. Y'all talk about LeBron get too much hate. I think Russ get too much hate. You're gonna get your money's worth out of Russ.
He deserves it though, man.
I can't think of any time where he's done this. What's the thing called when you sit out and you're really not hurt or anything like that?
Load management.
Right. I don't think he's ever bought into this load management stuff.
No, there's probably been several seasons where he's played all 82, sir.
Yeah.
All 82, every last one. Now, I'm not hating on Russell, man. I'm just saying that sometimes he costs people, and guys like that typically don't go to 6 different teams, man. I mean, they don't, man.
Your Knicks got a big win over the Pistons. Ball award to the Knicks, 132-112. Your boy Jalen Brunson, 34 points. He is a ball award to Jalen Brunson. He is one of the most interesting players I can remember from a standpoint is he don't even look like a basketball player to me. And I don't know what a basketball player looks like, but he don't even look like he don't look like a real good athlete. The way he plays the game is much bigger than his size. Ball award to Jalen Brunson, man. He gets it done. I don't know how he gets it done, but he gets it done.
At one point in time, they were trailing by 8 points with just about 9 minutes to go, and the next week unleashed a 21-0 run. Took 4.5 minutes, but we dropped 20. We went from being down to dropping 21 to they're nothing.
Right.
To take a commanding lead and get this W 123-112. I'm excited about my team, man. I don't see why we shouldn't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I really don't.
Chris Paul has been traded to 6+ teams along with Carmelo Anthony.
All right.
Carmelo's been traded to a ton of teams as well. I didn't even tell you, before I forget, I didn't even tell you, man, baby girl in Tennessee State, the Tennessee State, what do they call them? Tiger Bells. They call them the Tiger Bells. Long history of track and field at Tennessee State. They were at your school this past weekend, man.
They was at Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
How'd she do?
I can't remember which event which character that was. Shaggy used to do that. Yeah.
I talked to Shaggy yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
How you doing?
You're doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, so they were at Georgia Tech this weekend, man, and they did all right. Kara did okay. She's really not hitting her times this year, man.
Track is tough, man. I mean, there's ebbs and flows to track.
She's really not hitting her times.
There's real ebbs and flows to track, man. Everything's got to be right for your body to be in line or aligned to be at its peak performance every single race, and that's almost impossible, man.
Yeah, she's been out of sorts a little bit. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the whole transfer stuff or she taking a lot on her plate. She pledged some little sorority in the first semester, but she's happy. She went to church yesterday in Nashville.
That's important.
So she's doing great, man. That's my
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, man. Nico Lamaleava. He signed. He got a job. I don't know if he got the $4 million. We'll find out shortly. But the 2.7 that Tennessee was paying him is no longer there. We'll discuss Nico again up next. So y'all keep it locked. We'll get to your chats a little bit later. Why not 24-3, man? Thank you for the super chat early on a Monday, man. We appreciate that, player.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
And we'll get to your chat here shortly. Whatever y'all do, y'all please keep it locked. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart. Two Live Stews Experience.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
I went to a midget funeral and
You can't call them that.
you can't say that.
You got to call them little people.
Little people
A
funeral.
little person.
They didn't have a hearse. They had a PT Cruiser, man. I was like,
I'm not laughing because I know they'll get on your ass. They'll get on your ass.
what the fuck is going on? I think I had one pallbearer.
Just put him on the shoulder like a radio.
We didn't even have to go around and view the body. They passing this nigga around.
You want to see him?
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Those were not our jokes.
Hey, shouts out to
We
Ricky
played a
Smiley
clip from
for
the
that.
great Ricky Smiley. Shouts out to you, bro. Rue. Yeah, we still identify you as a bro. The Stews do.
What do you mean still?
Oh, he had some heat. You remember the heat he was in? He
Uh,
was in a lot of heat. He was in a lot of heat for not knowing his cards.
Yeah, but
that's not me.
Yeah, but that's really bruh stuff.
It was bruh stuff that was public. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
okay.
about no secrets.
All right. Yeah, that's hilarious. He said they pull up in a PT Cruiser instead of a hearse.
But it's dead wrong.
What do you mean it's dead wrong?
Man, first of all, he called them midgets. We all know you can't call them midgets.
What's the other guy's name in that little clip? I've been seeing him a lot lately. He's a comedian. I think he's like an upper cover.
Somebody in the chat room will say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
I think that dude's from Atlanta or whatever.
It was very funny, sir. I mean, the first time I saw it, I laughed hysterically.
He said he had one pallbearer. If you look in the comments for that post, man, people are really offended that he made a joke about a little person. But but everybody gets jokes made up. So I think that's kind of biased if you don't give them some time and be in the joke.
Well, society doesn't see it that way.
Well, if you look over a certain group of people, you know, that's bias. That's little person bias. They want to be talked about and made fun of and have jokes made about them just like every other sector of America in the world.
But man, okay.
But what? What?
No. We hadn't had the best morning. I don't want to go down this road.
Yeah, we don't even want to get into what went down before the show.
Yeah. No, we can get into it, man, so the people can the people, as a matter of fact, let's get into it. I wake up at 4:00 this morning to do my show prep like I always do. And what do you know? I remember we hadn't done a top 5 yet.
Yeah, but your email. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Don't stop
right there. No, we need to stop right there. We need to break this up in segments. We need to break this up in segments.
I'll forget everything. We can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
All I'm saying is we need to break this up in segments. If we're going to talk about it, we need to get back to the other stuff. But we're going to talk about, let's break it down in segments.
4:30 rolls around. I've gone through every email from the last 2 months. I've gone through every text for the last week and a half. And I'm like, okay, it's not just me. They haven't sent a top 5 yet.
Oh, Lord, stop. Stop right there. You are in charge of the top 5.
No.
Yes, you are.
Listen to me.
I passed that on to you a month ago.
Okay, I did not accept it.
What do you mean you don't accept it?
What
you had a problem the way that I did it. You had a problem the way that I did it. I gave it to you. You started coming up with the top 5.
The first top 5 I came up with was the one last week. Period.
Okay, go to
you did not give me. Hold on. You didn't give me shit, and I didn't accept shit from you.
Go to the next point then. Go to the next point.
Okay. All right. So when I realized that we hadn't been sent a top 5, I said, hey, guys, where's the top 5?
What you're supposed to do. But anyway, go ahead.
No, why am I supposed to do it? That doesn't make any sense.
Go ahead.
Okay? And then people just start talking about the movie Sinners and, let's do a top 5 on
Sinners.
And when I mentioned I didn't see the movie.
Right. I didn't see the movie either. Okay, I haven't seen the movie either
you
yet.
You said that, but you two, you and Tree, your ace boom coom, your right-hand gal, you two start teasing me about not understanding what the top 5 that y'all just brought up.
Nobody was teasing you about the top 5. We just didn't understand why you didn't get what we were saying. That's all.
No, I didn't understand.
Right. Because I tried to explain it to you several times.
No, but listen, if we're doing a top 5 on Sinners, when a movie just came out and is a box office hit called Sinners, I'm thinking that the top 5 is around the movie. Why wouldn't I think the top 5 wasn't about the movie?
Right. And then I told you it wasn't directly about the movie. It was about the word sinners in general. That's all.
Okay. So then I ask, is this what we want to do? We want to judge people? We want to pass judgment on folks?
Right.
Hell, why don't we just do a list that if we're doing a list on sinners, I could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I didn't understand.
Right. I know.
And then I sent y'all a pretty good idea. which, this isn't my committee. The first one I've done was last week.
It is your committee.
No, it's not my committee. I did not accept the job, and it's not my committee. This isn't something that I do.
All right, so we've resolved that, hopefully. Did you say you're listening and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience?
I'm still working on it. I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all wait to the last minute so I can't do a graphic. Y'all wait for the last minute. I mean, y'all got to stop what you're doing. Y'all got to stop, man. Y'all taking the fun out of the top fives.
No.
Y'all shouldn't take the fun out of the top fives.
I think you are taking the fun out of the top five. You.
I get on the winning streak.
And you won't take responsibility for it.
I get on a winning streak, and all of a sudden, we're not even talking about top fives the night before. We wait until an hour before the show. Oh, really? We've never done this before. Why now?
All right, man. You were gonna say something about Lamaleava. We shouldn't even air our dirty laundry like that. But
to bring this back, I got a question for you.
Okay. You're just so funny to me, man.
What is the difference between a vitamin and a hormone?
Oh, shit.
What is the difference between a vitamin and a hormone? What is the difference between a vitamin and a hormone?
I don't know, man. Go ahead, tell us.
No, nothing? Not even a try? You can't make a vitamin. Get it? Think real deep. You can't make a vitamin.
Make a hormone. Okay, I got you.
Good job, Dougie. Good job, man. Yeah. It didn't take that long.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man.
Yeah. You were going to talk about Tennessee's former quarterback, now UCLA's.
He's no longer in Tennessee. He's in UCLA.
Right.
The transfer portal opened up on Wednesday.
Right.
Not even a full week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't know how much money. We don't know what the terms of the contract may be.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do know is that Tennessee, as of right now, one of the final 12 teams in last year's championship series, Tennessee does not have a quarterback that we know. And Deshaun Foster in UCLA, after Deshaun Foster's first season, Deshaun Foster in UCLA now has Nico Lamaleava as their quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What we know is, don't know the money, but we do know that UCLA will have a significantly better chance to win in the Big Ten this upcoming season than Tennessee will stand a freaking chance in the SEC this upcoming season. And as of right now, there is nothing Tennessee can do about it.
Somebody just posted in the chat room, Carter 1911 says he got 1.5 from UCLA. I haven't seen that anywhere.
Neither have I.
And maybe it was updated first thing this morning or something like that, but I haven't seen 1.5 yet. So it looks like that he's going to lose some money. Once again, he may get some more endorsements or something like that. He's from California.
Right.
Maybe he's going to get some endorsements under the table.
No, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be.
Well,
under the table.
I guess I shouldn't say under the table. Something not dealing with the University of California, Los Angeles, of UCLA.
Yeah, man. He's back home. What better opportunity to get support and to make money than from an area where people followed you from kindergarten through high school?
Right.
Business owners, family members and business owners, family, friends, boosters from high schools, people that he's done charity work for in that area. He probably stands to make more money in California than he did in Tennessee.
Right. Now, I guess looking at it on the surface, this is a bad deal for him because he's giving up money. He's losing a couple $100,000.
So he's giving up $1 million if that number is right, because he was making 2.7 from
Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. So the chat said how much?
1.7.
Okay, so he gave up $1 million, but stands to make more on the back end. And please remember this: His people also said that the system in Tennessee wasn't good for him. He's trying to get ready to be a pro.
Right. Exactly.
He wants to go someplace where he can expand his knowledge base, where he can become a better quarterback. He felt limited with Coach Heupel and the Tennessee staff with what he could do for his NFL future, so he wanted to move.
Right. Exactly. So we don't know all the underdwellings of the deal, bottom line.
Exactly.
But people on the surface that are Tennessee fans that don't like this whole NIL and the portal and all of that, they're going to be very boisterous about the fact that he's losing money. He made a bad decision. He left University of Tennessee holding the bag.
The story is still to be told if it's a bad decision or not. All right? That will depend on what happens with his future at the position. If he goes to the league, where he goes to the league, that will be determined upon the overall money that he ultimately makes, which all we know about now is what UCLA allegedly gave him and not even what the collective has brought together for him yet.
Right.
UCLA's got a collective. So the collective will also start working on his behalf to look for deals for him, which should be significantly easier in UCLA than it was in Tennessee.
Exactly.
So that story is still to be told, man. We'll see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget the draft starts this Thursday. I ain't got a frog in my throat. Draft starts this Thursday. We're going to have on our own draft guru, Reggie Carson. He's going to talk about, the top things that everybody's talking about the NFL draft, the quarterbacks, how his top 10 picks are looking, as well as a bunch of other stuff dealing with the NFL draft. One of my favorite sporting events of the year. I've said this many times before. The draft is just can't beat drama. You've seen these guys play for a couple of years and you want to see where they end up. You want to see who drops. You want to see who rises. So there's a lot of drama in the draft, and I can't wait until this Thursday when it kicks off.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Have you put together a top 5 or top 10?
No.
Or the order you think they'll go in?
Nah, I never do anything like that. I'm not Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper that's his job, and he doesn't even do it good.
It's an impossible job.
It's an impossible job. Yeah.
I got a question for you. The big man from Florida, the guy that was at one point in time 464 pounds, I think he's lost like 40 pounds. The big defensive tackle. You think he'll be drafted early?
If he can move, I can't remember what he did in the combine or anything like that.
There's a couple of clips of him at the combine where he did the 5-10-5 shuttle and the cone drills. His big behind's moving. So I was just curious, and we were talking about it in a different text thread of if he would be getting drafted high or not. I don't think he'll go high. I think he's going to be questioned about how focused he'll be able to be once he gets a pocket full of money. I don't know if he's shown that he can control his weight to this point. So I don't think he'll be a high draft pick as in first or early second round, but I do think he'll get drafted.
Jumping back to basketball, Ball Award to the Timberwolves. They beat my Lakers 117-95. Ant-Man goes for 22 points. Ball Award to him. It's interesting because I always root for Atlanta people and whatever they do, but my team is the Lakers, but I'm always rooting for Ant-Man. He's been in the news a lot over the last couple of weeks, Anthony Edwards. So Ball Award to him in their first win over the Lakers. I still think the Lakers, Luka, speaking of which, Ball Award to Luka in a losing effort, 37 points this weekend. The team is officially his. You agree? We talked about this a little bit last week. You agree on that, right?
No question.
The team is his.
No question at all.
That's big of you to say that, man.
No
you
question
being
at
the
all.
LeBron fan that you are.
LeBron's only 40 years old, man. He's not at the point where he can drop 30 points a game every night. Clearly, Luka still can. Yeah, it's definitely Luka's team.
That's big of you, man.
Well, instead of trying to deflect and throw a steak for us to chase, I'm not doing that. My question to you is, what happened to this game? What happened in this game? What happened to your team? And are you concerned? This was a game that was in LA. This was at the Crypto. And they got beat by 12 points is a lot.
Just game one. I mean, this happens all the time. It's just one game. And they're going to go back, look at film, watch tape, see some of the things they can improve upon, and they'll be all right. It's the NBA playoffs.
Lakers started off with a lead, 20-21.
Yeah, we had the lead for the majority. I would say the majority of the game, all the way up until the fourth quarter, until they, you know, the
Well, not
the
until the fourth-
Timberwolves. Go ahead.
It wasn't until the fourth quarter, but I understand what you're saying.
Right. So, yeah, I think that it's just a situation where that's the NBA, and that's how it works in the NBA. Playoff games happen like this.
Yeah.
They'll go back, they'll regroup, they'll look at film, and they'll figure out what they did wrong in game one.
Timberwolves took over in the second quarter with a 38-20 second quarter, taking the lead. Third quarter, they beat the Lakers 35-30. They had. I hear you, man, and I know you're a Laker fan, but the Timberwolves had control of this game right after the first quarter for the remainder of the game, man. This is a problem.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just one game. So there's no way that LeBron James and Luka Doncic are going to get swept in this series or anything like that. You don't believe that, right?
I do not believe that they're going to get swept, but we're not going to act like Anthony Edwards can't go for 50 one night. We're not going to act like Jaden Daniels didn't drop 25 points.
True.
Reed dropped 23 points. So you got three cats that was well over 20 points. And yes, Luka and LeBron are stars, but Ant-Man is also a star too.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the premier players in the league, so he can get hot. He didn't get hot yesterday. He can get hot. Y'all better watch out, man. Y'all can't mess around with Ant-Man in Minnesota. This is not a team y'all should take lightly.
On Sunday, the Thunder beat the Grizz. Celtics blow out the Magic. All of the games yesterday seemed like they were blowouts. Cavs beat up on the Heat. The only one that really wasn't a blowout was the Warriors over the Rockets. Steph had 31, but the big story is Jimmy Butler. 25, 7, 6 assists, and 5 steals. Ball award to Jimmy Butler.
Ball award, sir. Quick question.
And this what he do. Jimmy Butler's another super effort guy, kind of like Russell Westbrook. Different positions, different type players, but
playoff Jimmy's a real thing, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Playoff Jimmy's a real thing.
Absolutely.
Question for you. SGA and the Thunder beat down the Memphis Grizzlies. Final score 131-80. Clearly, Memphis shouldn't have been on the floor with OKC. Will Memphis even get a game out of the series, sir?
Yes. You crazy? They got Ja Morant.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
he only had 17 points yesterday. Nobody else that started for the team had double digits, man.
Yeah, it was a blowout. Now, that was an epic blowout, and Ja made some comments in the post-game press conference saying this will never happen again, yada, yada, yada. Once again, it's just one game. You know how this works. In the NBA, man, this is what happens. There's no way they're going to get swept. No way. I'm willing to bet you that there's no way that Memphis gets swept in this series.
I was waiting on that. $1,000.
No, $1. Let's talk about $1. Let's start with $1.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Two Live Stews Experience. It's the Hollywood Report, y'all. We'll catch up with Arlie, man, see how her weekend was. We'll get some birthdays and talk about a couple stories in the world of lifestyle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever she wants to talk about, we'll entertain it.
You a funny
Lakers
guy.
Got a problem. Lakers got a problem, man, and Memphis will get swept. You're not gonna get beat by 50 by the number one team in the West and think you just no.
Okay, so I'll even bet you $5 that Memphis won't get swept.
Okay.
5?
Yeah, I'm willing to go as high as you want.
How about 50?
I'm willing to go as high as you want. That there'll be a sweep in the OKC Memphis.
Wow. Series. Okay. How about 100?
I'm willing to bet whatever you want to bet that it'll be a sweep.
$100.
Deal. Y'all keep it locked, man. Arlie up next, and after Arlie, we're going to talk about the top 5 centers.
Cat just gave me $100.
You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option. Idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
when you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right. So shouts out to my man Lavrell, as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right. The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. Good morning, Hollywood. What up, though?
I don't know. I'm back here in the chat like WTNF with y'all this morning. It's Monday after Easter and we are fighting like cats and dogs and people lying and I got receipts and it's too much stress and strife. The Lord did not rise for all of this, honey. Oh,
Arlie, good morning.
good morning.
That's
Did
what
y'all have a happy Easter Sunday? Easter.
Yeah, we did. I did.
It was
Did you come to Impact Sunday or did you go home to see?
I did not
Lincoln?
make it. I did not make it to Impact this Sunday. I did not make the Impact Sunday.
You didn't go to church on Easter Sunday?
No, man.
He didn't have it in his number one. Jesus was not the reason for the season, even last week at the top 5. So
That's true. That's very true. Forgot about that.
I didn't make it to Impact. How was the service?
oh, it was amazing. We had the best fun. It was just fun. It was a fun service. It was light. It was Jesus rose. People were shouting. I felt like we were doing a choir concert. We practiced 2 songs and we probably sang about 12.
He
I was
is
like, hold
risen.
up.
Question, Ollie. Was there an Easter program for the children at Impact?
No, we got.
See, that's the one thing I don't like about the big old mega churches. That's the one thing I don't like.
Wait. What do you mean? Wait a minute. They don't have the kids' church anymore?
No, they have kids' church. They didn't have an Easter program. He asked, was there an Easter program? Like, Jesus wept. Come up here, baby. Come on. Say your little speech.
Oh, you're talking about for the main service. Oh, okay.
Right. The kids get an Easter speech in church, man. The small ones in some form or fashion always say Happy Easter or He's risen or
I'm thinking they probably had something like that in kids' church. So
No,
people,
all the children were with us. Everybody, we didn't have children's church.
Oh, they didn't have children's church.
When I tell you, it was overflow, literally in the little kids section, the big kids section. Outside had a whole 50, 60 seats. People were sitting on the sidewalk. It was chairs over there. It was Impact was packed.
Okay. Impact was packed. That's good.
8,
That's good.
10. Impact was packed. I invited people to church and they literally were sitting outside. I was trying to let them come in and sit in our reserved seat for the choir. It was a lot of people.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Impact Church. Is the whole title Impact United Methodist?
No, it's Impact doing church differently.
Okay,
Listen, and for those that are talking about my setup, I don't know what's going on. I'm another place. And for whatever reason, my internet is acting cuckoo today. So yes, I'm not on AOL dial-up, all the funny people, Birdman, Loose Neck, all of y'all with the jokes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is Impact has its own, they call it kids' church. They have a big. Go ahead.
Just about everybody's got a kids' church, man. Just about everybody does that. That's not just the Impact thing.
I don't think they do that at Centenary. They don't have a whole
side
wing.
The preface I started with, that's the one thing I don't like about mega churches. Mega churches all have a kids area for kids.
You don't like the kids area.
I don't like the fact that they don't do Easter programs for the kids.
Right. I'm talking about something different, man. I'm talking about the fact that Impact has a kids' church solely where it's just kids. It's something unique I've never seen before. They have a whole wing where they have a kids preacher. They have only kids are in there, and they speak to them in kids' terms. That's all I was saying.
I used to work children's church. It's children's church. Anyway, happy Easter, everybody. I don't know what's happening with my internet. That's a whole nother thing, we're going to get to some birthdays. We're going to try to lighten the mood because apparently this top 5, I think this is my suggestion. We just stop it for the summer and just take a break because it's a lot happening. And Ryan is not wrong. Ryan, I just want to tell the people out there why he might come across as wrong. He not wrong. Okay.
Why, hold on. Stop. Why is he not wrong?
I would rather just move on with the show and get to all his report.
Or better yet, tell us why he's right.
Well, I just want to see the receipts for it. Every week it's a new problem with the top 5. Every week. And it really isn't his problem. Like the fact that y'all that week that y'all did you added Kara at the last minute after Ryan had already added, and then Tree must have told you, and Tree told you, that was a lot. Legally, speaking legally,
now
that was
look
a lot.
here.
Hold on.
Not what happened. That is
on.
not what happened. I didn't tell him to do anything. If you want to know, I told him 2 weeks earlier to stop playing. Wait a minute. I was like, you need to start playing hard. And I
but Tree, and I wanted, and let me recognize.
And
that
I
right
do
quick.
have.
You made it seem like I was something he was playing. Like I was the joke of the whole thing. And I really am an actress. Now I might not be Angela Bassett or them, but I felt some kind of way about your statement. You need to start playing the game they play. Well, how is that a game that he added me to a list of actresses? Please say.
All right. So
It's like saying we added you to voiceovers. Oh, now
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm still here, everybody. I'm still here.
it's just one big misunderstanding for that. Okay, but but this whole top 5 thing is just y'all would have been amazed if y'all were on this thread this morning at 4:30 in the morning. Y'all would have been amazed.
Real quick, man. And I
yes, Black Diamond, get your popcorn. I got things to say, even in my dial-up era.
I've tried to get to the report, but it wasn't a problem until I started winning. Nothing was wrong.
Here goes once again. Everybody out to get you.
But real quick.
Everybody's out to get you. We're trying to do you wrong.
Right. For the record, I didn't say anybody was trying to get me. I don't know where that came from.
But
I didn't say
sir.
anybody was doing me wrong. I'm saying it wasn't a problem until your boy started winning. When I started getting medals, it's a problem. This morning at 4:30 in the morning, we didn't discuss the top 5. That's never happened. And I question why that's never happened, but it's happening now.
Yeah. So we plan to try to do you dirty.
Right. Yeah.
By not doing the top 5 till this morning.
Your words, not mine.
If we went to little small claims, if we go to Judge Judy, y'all gonna be in trouble.
Not
as long as Ryan can keep his head. See, if Ryan starts yelling, nobody want to hear it. The problem is he starts yelling because he's all frustrated as a little brother, and Doug knows which buttons to push because he's a big brother. Guess why? I'm a big sister. I know how that works.
I was upset because I was getting murked for weeks because they were cheating. That's a problem. Yeah, that shouldn't be done.
We're out to cheat you.
What you got for your entertainment report, Ollie?
I'm out to cheat my little brother.
Yeah. You were cheating your little brother. Right. I mean, we know the
it's
facts
your girl,
now.
Michelle, and before the producer, before we get into it, and I get knocked off somehow with my bad internet, it's birthday time. Happy birthday, singing one of y'all. Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Wonderful with both of y'all with raspy voices. What were y'all doing this weekend? Anyway.
I hadn't drank in 40 days. So I got it in yesterday.
You went straight to Jesus.
Yeah. After Jesus, I came home and started drinking. I did. Really enjoyed myself. Okay, go ahead, Ollie.
Actor Brian J. White is 50 today. We got young folks today. American actor and television presenter.
Jay White, that's the karate guy, right? The kung fu guy,
that's right? Michael Jai White. That's Michael.
Okay.
Brian J. White. He plays in I think he's in, oh God, what's the name of that show this right now? I can't think of it, but when you see the picture, look him up, Doug, while I'm talking to you. You'll be like, oh,
Brian
I know that
J.
dude.
White. Okay.
Brian J. White. He's 50. American actor and television presenter who is also the Bruz. Terrence J. 43 today.
Damn, he's young.
I said we got to get a bunch of youngsters today.
There's Brian J. White. I don't know him like that.
You don't know him like that.
I've seen him in a movie, like a Tyler Perry movie or something like that, right?
Yes, but he plays on something. Oh God, it is recurring right now. It's one of them.
Those
books they turned into movies. Books they turned into TV shows. It's on BET.
Eddie Jewell says the dude from Stomp the Yard.
Yes. Him. Yes,
that's him.
Okay.
That's what.
Confession. I've never seen Stomp the Yard.
Oh,
I've never seen Stomp the Yard. Is that the one with the guy with all of the kids? The young guy with all of the kids? Stomp the Yard?
What young guy with all?
I
You
don't
talking
think
about
so.
Mariah Carey's ex-husband whose name has
Yeah.
gone away from me? No,
Stomp the Yard, right?
no, he's in
No.
Drumline.
Oh, I'm confused with Stomp the Yard and Drumline. Okay.
Stomp the
Yeah, I
Yard
don't-
is with the guy that used to be on what's that show that with the president was dating the lady? We are having a very old people thing today.
Nick Cannon.
Yes,
Cannon.
Nick
Nick
Cannon,
Cannon.
not Nick Cannon, but his name, he got put off that show. Remember that, Ryan, you watched Scandal. Remember he played on Scandal. He was like one of her head people on Scandal. Then he got put off because he was talking junk in the real world, and they put him off the show. Anyway, media personality and attorney Rachel Lindsay is 40. Actor Alfonso Macaulay, 41. All people you have to look up because I had to go look up their pictures and go, but
Oh, that's who
bet
that
you
is.
did, right. Bet you didn't know this, Ryan and Doug. The young lady, Rachel Lindsay, bless her heart, just had to pay out to her ex-husband $460,000 of spousal support. She is a young lady who originally was on The Bachelorette, and she found a husband, and then they get married, and they stay married for a little while, then they get a divorce. And she just revealed on her Higher Learning podcast that after a year of back and forth for this divorce, she is too through that she has to pay close to $1 million to him for a settlement. And she's like, I don't understand why being successful during marriage to him cost me so much just because he wasn't successful. And he's a chiropractor.
I think that's shameful. I think that's shameful. But apparently, that's just how it works. The person that has the person that's the breadwinner takes the lump of the losses.
Yeah, I was
So
about to
you
say
need to
this.
just be broke.
This
Well,
happened.
but it's been happening to men for decades, forever.
Yeah.
I had teammates that was paying $12,000, $15,000, $16,000 a month.
So Arlie, maybe I'm missing something. This is the way it normally is with men and women, but because it's flipped, you think that it's okay?
It's a problem now.
No, it's not. It's a problem on both sides. I don't think that if I didn't earn it, I don't think I should be taking it from you. I need some light since my
Okay.
dial up so I can have a light.
But that's typically how it happens, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
keep
I
my
mean-
comment.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think about
please.
think about Mary J. Blige. She is having to give that dude, and I think that's why she's still on tour so much.
But Arlie,
because she's having
99% of the time it's the other way around. So why
Right.
is it a
Wendy
problem?
Williams.
Go ahead.
It's a problem for both sides for me. I think there should be some compensation. If I stayed at home and kept kids and did all that kind of stuff while you went out and worked, then absolutely it's only fair that there's something given to me because I didn't have an opportunity to earn myself. But in most of these cases, this dude works as a chiropractor. She is an attorney. Why I got to pay you $1 million? Dude, you got a job. You good.
because
You ain't
the
stay at the house and
breadwinner-
keep no kids. You ain't do
But
none
the
of that.
breadwinner tends to take the loss in these situations because
Okay.
we know about hundreds of men that are
Hundreds?
paying. I mean, there's
Millions.
some rappers that's paying six figures a month.
Millions.
They got what the wrong.
Tyrese at one point in time was paying over $100,000 a month to this lady.
He was. It's ridiculous, and I agree. It's
Right,
ridiculous.
they're both-
I'm
they're
saying
both
it's ridiculous on
ridiculous.
both sides.
Right,
That's all I'm
right.
saying. I'm not
There we
saying.
go. I
I'm
agree.
not
I agree with that.
disagreeing. It's. I think there should be enough compensation. We know how much kids cost, but some of this stuff is ridiculous and egregious, and that's not even what I came to talk about. I just noticed that when I was getting her birthday. But what I do want to talk about is Colin Kaepernick. Guys, why is his girlfriend Nessa Diab ask, how is Colin doing? Say he is training all day, every day in hopes of prompting a team to sign the former quarterback who has long maintained the stance that he was blackballed by teams. He's still trying to get ready. He has not played since 2016. Who y'all think? They say there's plenty of teams that need quarterbacks.
Is he on drugs?
It's got to be.
He's gotta be.
He's gotta be,
Nobody's gonna
man.
sign him to play football for their football team.
He's 37.
Real quick, man. What's the young man that
And not
played
that-
for the?
Go ahead.
What's the young man that plays for the Raiders that went to jail a year ago, 2 years ago for speeding, and his girlfriend was in the car with him? Henry Ruggs.
Right.
Ooh,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna be able to help you with that.
He's
at
about to
all.
get out. Allegedly, he'll be getting out in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And I started reading through the chats of that article, and several people are talking about how he's still going to be a difference maker for the Raiders. And my comment was, no, he's not. He hadn't trained in 2 or 3 years now. He's not just going to come out and be the Henry Suggs that runs a 4.3 anymore.
Yeah, that's a little bit. His chances are a little bit better than Colin Kaepernick.
His chances are much better than Kaepernick. Kaepernick got to let this go.
Right. I don't believe that. I think she's just talking. I don't think she understands. Maybe the guy's just working out just to work out to stay in shape. People want to stay in shape.
That's true, but not you can't stay in 2-a-day shape. That's a different kind of shape.
And not only that,
is a different kind of shape.
Listen, I'm not saying. Well, I think most people understand what we're saying. I'm not saying that the guy couldn't play when he played, but it's almost 10 years.
2016.
2016, almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years.
Yes.
If he's still training to play, man, it's sad. It's sad if he's still training.
No, I hope to see him. I hope somebody give him a chance, and maybe a backup quarterback and the person get hurt.
Ollie, it just don't happen like that.
I know football. I know it doesn't, but I can dream. Yesterday was Easter. He rose.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
You're right.
Bless his heart. Y'all, well, I was going to talk to y'all about Bobby Brown, but we got caught up in some other conversations about the top 5 and all that kind of stuff.
Go ahead with Bobby Brown. Go ahead.
No, we're about to get out of here. Bobby Brown was on the Shay, and he just, let loose on a lot of little things. One of the things he talked about that was really interesting was his, he had a Chris Brown Usher debate where he chose Chris Breezy as the reigning, he's closer to MJ, and he went in on Britney Spears, redoing his song, the remake of My Prerogative, which that gave us a long debate on how you even spell the word for the longest. And he was like, she butchered it. I do not want her. I didn't like it. He said that's why he listens to, if you want to redo one of his songs, he got to hear it first, because he said he don't want it associated with some of this stuff. So it was a good little interview.
He took Chris Brown over Usher.
Mm-hmm. And the internet is all a buzz.
Who am I to question Bobby Brown about talent and being the guy?
There's a debate there with that. I can see both sides. There's a debate with that.
Yep.
And now, if you put up Usher and Chris Brown versus MJ, that's different. Well, but there's a debate with those two versus each other.
Yeah, I just
that's what they're trying to say. Who is closest to MJ? Which one of them has the MJ-esque kind of feel?
Well, I guess my problem is ain't none of them comparable to MJ.
No, never.
That's and in my opinion is none of them compared to MJ. None of those two guys. But if I had to take one, I think put on a better. I don't know. That's a coin toss. I would go with Usher though. Maybe it's an Atlanta bias thing, but I wouldn't. Yeah.
They say Chris Brown has a hell of a concert, and he gives it to you. Before Chris Brown got in trouble, I think he would have been if he had not had that Rihanna incident, he would be at an entirely different level. Entirely. I promise y'all that. But I think we're gonna hold that on him for the rest of his life, and he's still selling out stadiums. So
still selling them out.
Yep.
Outstanding job, Ollie. We appreciate it. Sorry for stepping all over your report, Ollie.
Hey, I brought it up, and we read the box in here. They talking about they won't be in Detroit, Mississippi in the building. Don't play with us. Don't play with us in our dial up. Okay, love y'all.
Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie. We appreciate it.
You remember that, sir? You remember that Sugar Ray Leonard quick conversation we had last week? Sugar Ray versus Floyd.
Yes, sir.
We got some film. And we're gonna. I guess we're gonna do the top 5 centers. Have you done your list yet?
That's up next. Top 5's up next.
You got yours ready?
Yeah, I'll have it ready by the time we do the segment.
Okay, all right.
And as the loser that you've been for the last almost month, you're going to be going first, so I got more time.
Okay.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Ray Leonard. Mayweather, white trunks and stripes. Mayweather, you see him there. No. And so Leonard. Pink bruise. Oh, that was a good left that staggered in this round. Sugar Ray Leonard has a 50. Matter of fact, he's supposed to bite the ball more simply to the side. Oh, a good left that stunned Mayweather. Now he's and reels. There heels and shine. Hooks the shuffle. Now you see the Sugar Ray Leonard. We've become accustomed. The pattern is clear as you look at the clock Sunday. And Ray would like to finish him off. The shuffle. Now the flurry. Mayweather has had enough. So Sugar Ray Leonard scores a technical knockout in the 10th round.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all for pulling up with your boys.
So that was Floyd's old man. That was Floyd Sr.
I got to make sure that you don't misinterpret my thoughts from last week, man. I wasn't ishing on Hagler. I wasn't ishing on Sugar Ray. I wasn't ishing on Camacho. I wasn't ishing on none of them. I'm just saying Floyd beat everybody he fought for 2 to 3 decades. Never lost and didn't take many shots. So my initial comments were, for y'all to think that Sugar Ray just gonna get in the ring and beat up on Floyd, we didn't see nobody in 30 years do that. So why, as great as Sugar Ray was, as powerful as he was, why is he just gonna get in the ring with Floyd if they're somehow in the same weight class and fighting each other? How's he gonna get in there and y'all just automatically say he gonna beat Floyd ass? I just think it's kind of hard to say that when Floyd's never lost. Sugar Ray's lost. Hagler's lost. Hearn's lost. Camacho lost. They lost multiple times, but Floyd's never lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only point I was trying to make, man. Mm-hmm. I don't think y'all can just ish on Floyd like, he don't stand a chance. I just don't think that.
Two things. I wanted the people to see the fight that I was talking about with Floyd Sr. and what happened at the very end where he threw looked like 20 blows. Sugar Ray had heavy hands.
It was like 20 blows in 5 seconds, man.
He had heavy hands. He was a power puncher in the welterweight level division. And I think most people that are big boxing fans, I think boxing is probably my second favorite sport. No, I'll say it's third behind basketball, NFL or football, basketball, then boxing.
If it was the boxing that we grew up on in the 80s and the 90s, it might be a sport right behind football. But especially in the heavyweight division, it's not what it used to be.
Yeah. So
there used to be an Orca Big fight monthly, and that doesn't happen anymore.
I think that I just wanted to let the people see kind of like, or maybe the younger people that are watching this show, slightly younger people that are watching this show, go back and do your research on Sugar Ray Leonard. He was that dude. All right, so it's time for the top 5.
Let's do it, man. It's time for the top 5.
Top 5. Is Tree there? Tree had to go use the bathroom. There she is.
No, you don't know what she did, man. You know if she went to the bathroom or not.
So top 5, and the question was let's lay the groundwork.
Yeah, please.
This movie Sinners has gotten a 100 score on Rotten Tomatoes.
That never happened, sir.
I consider myself a movie buff. I have never seen a movie get 100 on the Rotten Tomatoes movie rater.
When my LBs put that in the chat last night, I said 100 on no, it wasn't my LBs. It was the Columbus Bros chat that I hang out with. Mm-hmm. I said 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. Has that ever happened before?
So I haven't seen it yet. I plan to see it this Friday. If you've seen it, post your thoughts in the chat. We'll read some of your thoughts on it, your early thoughts on it. No spoilers, obviously no spoilers.
Please,
so
no spoilers.
The question was simple. Give your top 5 sinners. Didn't have any restrictions on it. Whoever you consider the sins or have sinned, like you'll see my list here in a second.
I just didn't understand.
Keep it lighthearted.
I didn't understand, and I didn't want to be judgmental. I just didn't get it.
You'll understand when you see mine. Okay.
Let's
Tree,
go.
put up my list of top 5 sinners.
No, real quick. You don't get to ask for the list. Tree, please put up Doug's list of top 5 sinners. Before we do that, we'll go over last week's top 5. A resounding 72% of the votes came to me. Thank you guys very much for participating. That was the top 5 things that represent Easter. I think I got him with the cross. But today, as Doug mentioned, Top 5 sinners. Okay, Doug, it's okay for you and Tree to now do your list.
All right, coming in at number 5, top 5 sinners. Marlo Stansfield from The Wire. Marlo had all types of sins. One of the biggest sins that he has, if you remember The Wire, was the chick that Avon and them had kind of like, keeping track of him. He not only did he kill her, he put the gun in her mouth, killed her by, shot her in the mouth, and then he shot her in both of her breasts. You remember that?
I do.
He was a sinner, man. Coming in at number 4, J.R. Ewing from Dallas. Oh, my gosh. What he did to Cliff Barnes, what he did to Sue Ellen. He was just a sinner. He always was sinning.
It used to come on Friday nights, man. I'll never forget it.
Was it Friday nights? I think it might have been Friday night.
Dallas had the greatest
opening,
show opener. That music,
right?
That is the greatest of all time.
Because it was Friday night, man. Because it was Dallas, and then it was Falcons Crest.
Right.
It was Friday night, man. I'll never forget it.
Okay. Yep. Coming in at number 3, top 5 sinners. No particular category, just sinners. This person right here, if you watch Game of Thrones, this person right here literally could have been number 1. Her biggest sin to me was blowing up an entire town, killing millions of people just because she had a grudge she wanted to get back at somebody at.
I didn't watch that series, so I'm not familiar with her work.
Well, most people have watched Game of Thrones. Cersei Lannister was one of the biggest sinners. She killed 1 million people trying to get back at one particular person.
She was fucking her brother.
She was having sex with her brother. That's got to be a sin. Her child, her oldest son, was her brother's dad. She was a sinner. And coming in at number 2, Donald Trump. Enough said. I'm not going to even get into his details. He's a sinner, a punk-ass sinner if I've ever seen one. And coming in at number 1, Lorena Bobbitt. You know who Lorena Bobbitt is? You remember who that is, man? You remember who Lorena Bobbitt is?
Is that the lady that cut somebody's penis off?
Yes! It's a sin to cut your man pee-pee off. She comes in at number 1. There's never been a bigger sin against mankind than what Lorena Bobbitt did to her husband, Jonathan Bobbitt.
Right.
That's my top 5 sinners.
I do want to say something real quick. That's a great list. And I wish I just would have understood the assignment. That's a great list.
It was nothing to understand.
Yeah, but
I'm still confused at what you didn't understand.
You and Tree talked about that since the release of the movie, and y'all just didn't tell me about it until an hour before the show. So it's tough. But Tree, my list has been added. Would you please post my top 5 so we can go over it, please? Please add my top 5. Thank you very much. Top 5 sinners. Number 1, the Joker from Batman. The Joker is the character that portrayed, I believe it was played by Heath Ledger, and he was the main antagonist in the Batman series, the Joker. At number 4, Scar from Mustafa. As an adult, when I took my children to see this movie, Scar scared me, and I was a grown man. You should have saw Mason when we went to that first movie, man. Scar, every time Scar came on the screen, he would put his hand on my leg. He was terrified. And I didn't even have the heart to tell him that his dad was terrified too. Number 3, Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
The cannibalistic person that eats people.
Spelled with a B, not a V.
Again, man, I put this list together 2 minutes before the show. If it's misspelled, please forgive me. I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't have time to put together. I did the best I could. Number 2, Thanos, man. Regarded as one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe. And there's nothing but powerful beings in Marvel.
He snapped his finger, he could destroy whole mankind. That's a pretty good one.
So you're talking about somebody the lady that Sybil, you said her name was? Sybil?
Cersei.
The lady that destroyed, Cersei. She destroyed the whole nation, you said? Well, Thanos, he just snaps his finger and it's done. And last but not least, man, I can't think of a more evil, sinister person than Donald Trump.
We agree on that. I just got him at number 2.
what he's done and what he's doing, sending people to modern day 2025 concentration camps, grabbing people that have no affiliation to gangs at all, putting them on planes and sending them to Venezuela, taking children from their families.
That's a sin. It's a sin to take people from their families.
Tearing down education, erasing DEI. The list of sins that this SOB has is limitless. He's my number one.
We agree.
Thank y'all very much.
I just had him at number 2.
No, we don't agree. He was at 2 on your list. He's at 1 on mine. Again, I appreciate everybody's votes and everybody's thoughts for considering to vote for me. I did the best I could knowing what the top 5 was 5 minutes before the show. And if I hadn't been focused today, I apologize because I've been busy making graphics trying to put together a top 5 to be presentable to keep my winning streak going. But when the deck is stacked against you, y'all, you got to do the best you can.
Yeah, everybody picking on you again.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate your consideration for voting for me in my top 5.
Everybody picking on you again. Everybody picking on you, trying to trick you, trying to lie to you, trying to harm you.
No one's ever posted 2 lists for me, but that's happened for you before. We don't want to start going through this. We don't want to start doing this, but let's just move on.
Let's go ahead, man, to the last 48. You're watching the Two Live Stews.
Tell the people when they can vote and where they can vote, sir. That's your
you'll
job.
you'll be able to vote. If you're new to the show, we post the top 5 list in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. It'll be pinned to the top, okay? And so within an hour after the show is done, we'll have it posted in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. Post your make your vote, and then we'll tell you the results on Thursday.
Somebody texted and said that I hadn't given out a baller or a buster yet this week. I want to give a ball out to the Atlanta Braves, man. They're winning 3 straight games. They started off terrible. I believe they were 0-6 or 0-7 to start the season.
Yeah, you gave a stat that a team that starts 0-7 has never made the postseason before, which I find to be impossible in the history of baseball.
That's what research says, man. But the Braves are on a 3-game winning streak. Shouts out to the Braves. Shouts out to the Braves. I want them to prove that stat wrong. Be the first to do it. Please, Atlanta Braves, please.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you ready? Let's go with the top 5.
We just did that.
Or not top 5, I'm sorry. Last 48. Last 48. The biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Arlie Michelle, she says, is Sinner scary? I don't like scary. The reason I brought that up is because I have a real problem with scary too. I've mentioned that before. Like, I really don't do scary movies, but because I'm going to support this brother, Coogler, I'm going to see the movie.
I don't know anything about the movie, so I know everyone's saying go see it. It's great, but I don't know the premise of it. All I do know is that Michael B. Jordan's in it and Coogler produced it or directed it.
It's not scary. It's not scary. You'll be fine.
Vampires? Inherently, vampires are connected to being scary. Am I wrong about that, Tree?
Are there vampires in the movie?
It's a vampire movie.
I know that. It's not scary though. It's just
I'm not going to
get your spirit right.
I'm not going to participate in the
But it's not like how you're scared of clowns and stuff. Like it ain't like that.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, y'all tell me about it. I'm not going to participate in vampire movies. I don't do that.
Come on, man. You got to see the damn movie, man. Huh?
I don't do vampires, man. Blood and fangs and biting people's necks. I don't do all that stuff.
All right, Tree. Let's roll out the last 48. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. All right, the top 12 greatest point guards of all time. They got Magic at number 1. They got Steph at number 2. Oscar Robertson, I've never seen him play.
Can we talk about this real quick?
And number 4, they got Isaiah.
Isn't Steph a shooting guard, man?
He's a point guard. He's listed as point guard.
Okay, all right.
He shouldn't be on this list though, because he's not really a point guard.
I don't. Okay, all right.
This has always been a point of contention with Steph Curry.
Oscar Robertson was a point guard, man. I thought he was a big.
No. Well, you never seen Oscar Robertson play. That's what I just said. I've never seen Oscar Robertson play. I don't remember seeing him play, so I can't really comment on him. I would put Isaiah at number 2 behind Magic Johnson.
No, but real quick, Oscar's listed as a point guard.
Yeah, he's a point guard.
Okay.
He was a point guard. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I would put Isaiah at number 2. Not once again. I've never seen Oscar Robertson play. They said he was like that, triple doubles and all.
Yep.
But
Westbrook can't be on this list, man.
what do you mean Westbrook can't be on the list? What do you have against Russell Westbrook, man?
No. Okay, never mind, man.
What do you have against Russell Westbrook?
No, I don't have nothing against Westbrook, man.
Chris Paul, Steve Nash, Gary Payton, ain't none of them won a ring either. And Russell Westbrook plays harder, more athletic than those 3 guys right there combined.
Right.
What do you have against Russ?
Nothing, man. He's a great player. I would put.
You're
Steph
saying
on-
he shouldn't even be on the list?
I would put Kenny Anderson on the list. I would put Stephon Marbury on the list. I would put Travis Best on the list. I would put
Travis Best.
Joe Dumars.
Stephon Marbury. Who else did you name just now?
I named all Georgia Tech point guards: Kenny Anderson, Steph, and Travis Best.
I don't know, man, but you gotta let this hate go for Russ, man.
No, it's not hate. It's not hate.
I don't know what that man did to you. I don't know what he did to you, but he definitely deserves to be on that list of top point guards of all time.
3 years of triple doubles, man. You're right. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait. Go back. Put the list up one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Truck D. Truck D is right.
What?
Where the hell is AI? Man, get this list out of here.
Allen Iverson wasn't a point guard. He was a 2 guard.
But Stephon.
Right. That's
Steph Curry is though.
That's the controversy. Steph has always been listed as a point guard. He's technically, if you remember the teams that he's had there at Golden State, he brings the ball up most of the time.
So did AI.
No, but Percy Snow little brother was the point guard when AI was there most of the time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
AI was a small 2 guard. Steph is a small. Go ahead.
Their style of play is slightly different, but when it comes to controlling the ball, walking the ball up, and setting offenses, and being a scorer, Steph and AI played the same role for their teams. They played the same role, man.
Yeah. What I'm telling you is Allen Iverson has always been listed as a 2 guard.
Okay, I understand.
Okay. Steph has always been listed as a point guard. I don't know why that is, because it's kind of peculiar for both of them and the style of play that they have. I get what you're saying, but that's the way they have these guys listed.
Okay.
So if you're talking about point guards, Allen Iverson is not listed as a point in this little meme because he was never listed as a point guard.
What position?
I'm telling you. Let's go to the next one, Tree. You're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience.
Play. Point guard.
Atlanta rap Mount Rushmore. Atlanta rap Mount Rushmore. What y'all think? So you got 3 stacks.
I hate to do this, man, but I pull up the thing and it says Allen Iverson positions. First thing it says is point guard. Second thing it says is shooting guard. And the third thing it said was combo guard. So the first thing it said was point guard, man.
Okay. So
and that's Google. Not that Google is not that Google's the expert on everything, but the first thing it said was point guard.
I know for a fact that he played on teams with Percy Snow's little brother.
Okay.
Percy Snow's little brother played point
that,
guard. Hold on.
You're not saying anything different to counter what I just brought up. When I pull up Google, Google says point guard.
For the purpose of that meme, they didn't have Allen Iverson because they don't consider him a point guard. What you looked up has him as a 2 guard. What I'm telling you is throughout a lot of his career, he was listed as a shooting guard, small guard.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Next one, Tree.
Yes,
here we go.
Difficult day today.
Atlanta rap Mount Rushmore. What do y'all think? So you got 3 stacks.
Some will say Future isn't from Atlanta.
No, Future's from Atlanta. Gucci ain't from Atlanta.
Gucci's not from Atlanta. He's from Macon. You're right.
Right.
Gucci's not from Atlanta.
Gucci's actually from someplace in Alabama, I think. So you got
No, you're right.
Future, you got T.I.
Macon was Jeezy. You're right. Macon was
Right.
Jeezy. You're right. Okay.
You
go
got
ahead.
Future, T.I., and then you got Gucci Mane.
The only thing I can argue and debate, or the only thing I'm willing to argue or debate, would be where's Luda. That's the only thing I can really bring to the table. Where's Ludacris, man?
You can,
Chris
I
Lover.
guess you can make the same argument you're saying about not having Gucci, because Ludacris isn't from Atlanta. You know that, right?
Whoa.
Ludacris is from Chicago. I think he went to school in the AU and started interning and got a job on 97.9.
Then maybe that's why he's not on the list.
Maybe that's why he's not on the list. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But once again, Gucci Mane is from Alabama somewhere. But these guys have been in Atlanta so long and represented Atlanta hip hop so long that I think that most people, quote unquote, give them a pass.
One more.
Go ahead.
Where's Jermaine Dupri, man?
Jermaine Dupri's, I think they're talking about rappers.
More, but you got it more on the producer side.
More on the producer side.
All right.
Arlie, jump on for a second. Let's let Arlie jump on for a second. You're from Atlanta. What'd you think about that Mount Rushmore?
I too am one of those people that came here at an age where I was old enough to still be considered from here, but I'm not. Ludacris is from Chicago, but went to Banneker High School, moved here when he was 12. So just FYI, he is not from here, but he grew up here.
Okay.
I don't know who I would take off. I'm not a Gucci Mane fan. I know that's like some of y'all's favorites, but I don't know. I'm not, and I don't think Future. I don't know. That's hard. I like One and T.I. I'm good with T.I. and
Andre 3000.
Andre 3000. Thank you. I'm not sure who I'd mix the other two with. I gotta think about that.
Jeezy. Somebody said
Trapper Die's one of my still one of my favorite CDs.
CeeLo Goody. CeeLo.
More, I'm putting CeeLo in the singing world. I'm putting him in the singing world. CeeLo.
Oh boy, CeeLo can flow. I love his voice. Great
he
MC.
Does have a melodic voice. You know, he posted like this song said he was supposed to be with Outkast, and they put him with Goody Mob. And I know my friends, my Goody Mob friends, will be mad at me that I ain't stick them on there, but y'all not. I love y'all though.
And the problem with the problem with these Mount Rushmore things is only 4. You can only put 4 people.
You only put 4. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why I try to throw honorable mentions and things like that.
I think that it's a claim that can be made for a lot of guys, and I know old school Atlanta people would bring in old school artists like don't give me the line old school artists that they always talk about. Kilo Ali, perfect example. Kilo Ali, yeah.
Shouts out to you, Dina. Thank you.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
Raheem the Dream, Eddie Juice and Raheem the Dream.
Right.
The Dungeon Family rappers, you know, all of them. 2 Chainz, that's another one. 2 Chainz relatively new though.
Right.
No, he was City Boy a while back.
I remember when Future was on Greg Street's show. Greg Street is a DJ here in Atlanta, been probably for 30 years, 25 years. And Greg Street had him on the show and was saying, this guy, his name is Future, but he's the future of the music industry. And you remember after Future came out, everybody's sounded like Future, like everybody changed their sound to sound like Migos.
Like
Same thing.
T-Pain was doing that for a while. The auto tunes, the sound was just different, and everybody tried to replicate it. You're right.
Yeah. So Future definitely was a trendsetter. He was definitely a trendsetter. Absolutely. All right, let's go. Next meme tree. And you're watching Two Live Stews Experience. One got to go. And this is kind of like an honor. We talked about Martin last week, his 60th birthday. We got in this whole discussion about comedians and sitcoms. The big discussion was about sitcoms.
I like all 4 of these, but this is not a tough decision for me at all. I like all 4 of these shows. I watched all 4 of these shows, but Malcolm and Eddie could kindly step to the side.
Yeah, that's easy. I agree with you. The Wayans brothers, way underrated, very much slept on.
Agreed.
That show was funny.
It was hilarious.
Jamie Foxx was hilarious, and Bernie Mac show is growing on me. They're showing a lot of Bernie Mac repeats, and it's aired in syndication now. And
Where's
Bernie
his
Mac show is
residuals
funny.
go? Where's his residuals go?
I'm hoping it's in his will and his estate to say that it
Estate.
goes to his family.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's going to happen.
R. Kelly's just got me wondering where everybody's residuals are these days.
R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
You hadn't heard the song? Who's getting my residuals?
That's not R. Kelly. I thought that's what you were trying to say.
No. There was a version of that song going around where R. Kelly was singing it from jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the song is Chris Brown.
Right.
Right.
It's breezy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
We agree.
Next
Now
one?
committee. You got to go.
All right.
All right. Next one, Tree. Top 5 diss tracks. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience.
These are some great ones.
Hit 'em up. No Vaseline. Back down. Ether. Not like us. So hit 'em up definitely. Hit
No
'em up definitely,
Vaseline.
he went too far.
Well, it doesn't get much raunchier or because of the story behind the song with No Vaseline and how the group separated and how there was strife between those guys and what Ice Cube was saying, I think that should be number 1. No Vaseline, man. I mean, think about it. Talk about Jimmy Iovine effing them cats.
Not literally, but figuratively.
Figuratively, yes.
Right.
That's a deep one, man.
I would put LL, The Ripper Strikes Back, where he went at cannabis and basically put cannabis out of the hip hop game or whatever you want to call it.
Hadn't heard from him since.
Hadn't heard from him since. I would put LL in here somewhere, but all of these are just phenomenal right here. And the whole thing about Tupac, man, that was just unnecessary. I mean, he went too far. Seriously, I think that he went too far. I saw somebody else on the interweb this past weekend. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg did an interview. Okay, and I guess the people still mad at Snoop. Snoop did an interview, and Snoop was going on and on how he hated the song when Tupac put it out there. He hated it. He didn't like it. He went too far. Everything that we always say about that hit him up, Snoop was saying it.
Dude started the song off even before the beat dropped. That's why I F'd your B. He started it like that.
Yo, he said your wife. I F your wife. Yeah. He said wife. That was just too far. That was going against all the rules of this song. All of the protocol, all of the little rules. He just went too far. And younger people watching this today, go listen to the song and you'll understand what we're talking about. Hit him up, Tupac.
Pac was on a death mission, man.
Yeah, that was too much.
At a very young age, this cat, he was literally, he's the epitome of wide open.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's why I F'd your wife. You F mother. Called him a fat mother.
That was just too much. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience.
Okay.
That was just too much. 30 years later, I still am appalled every time I hear that song, man.
You clutch your pearls left and right. After every ball, you clutching your pearls.
It was just too much. Like, I can't believe that man went that far.
He went there. He went there.
I just can't believe he went that far. I can't believe he went that far.
A lot of great chat today. We got to talk about this, man.
So, in a nutshell, what this is saying that Lee Corso is going to retire. 38 years on this show, on the pregame football show on ESPN. He's 90 years old. Quote, my family and I will forever be indebted for the opportunity to be part of ESPN and College Game Day for nearly 40 years. I have a treasure of many friends, fond memories, and some unusual experiences to take with me into retirement. Lee Corso said in a statement. We've been talking about this probably maybe 10 years.
About a decade.
I didn't realize he was that old.
I got 2 things to say, man. First thing I'm going to say is
I know what you're going to say.
Lee Corso is an institution, and what he did on College Game Day for decades was outstanding. He should be applauded, but he was there for about 8 to 10 years, way too long.
Right.
And that's the first thing, okay? And the second thing,
Don't do it. Don't say he's gonna be dead in so many months or he's gonna be dead in this many months. Don't say anything like that.
Well, I wasn't going to put a time frame on it, but what I was going to say was, typically when people his age finally leave a job that they should have left years ago, they don't stick around much longer.
I asked you not to make intimate anything like that about him dying.
I'm not wishing anything negative, or there's no ill will behind that comment. But the guy didn't know where he was for the last few years on TV. He had no idea where he was. They were talking for him for the last 10 years.
I didn't realize he was that old, and I don't know why I never looked it up, because he was acting very old. But in my mind, I'm thinking he's like 80. I didn't realize he was 90.
And what I don't respect, man, is you, like Jasani said, you be trying to kill people off, and you're trying to put that on me.
I killed Marlon Gibbs off last week. I did not mean it, but I apologize. You be saying these stuff just to get laughs. I really do think these people be dead, man.
Thank you, Tree. You said the same thing last week about Marlon Gibbs. Every week you kill somebody on this show, and we only do 2 shows a damn week. So every other show, you're killing somebody.
That's not true. That's not true. You're exaggerating like you always do.
All right.
From Loose Neck Side, Doug telling Ryan, don't kill Lee Corso off. Meanwhile, he's the Grim Reaper of SME.
Right.
It's diabolical. That's not true. That's not true.
Everybody knows.
I don't mean it's no malice. It's coming from my blame my head, not my heart, is the way the saying goes, I think.
Got to remind everybody before we get to this 2-minute trespass. It's very important that I get your support in this top 5 today. The way I've been treated the last 3 hours, it's appalling. And I just would like for y'all to back me up and show some support. Never in the history of Two Live Stews have we come up with a top 5 an hour before the show, but that happened today. I don't know what to do, and I think the only way we can combat this thing and make it fair is for y'all to continue to support me. Is it time for the trespass now?
You know what you are, man? And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. You know what you are?
What's that? I'm a truth teller. I'm a truth teller.
You're a teacher's pet. You know who the teachers are? The listeners. I mean, you would, if you could, you would bring
and
every
Arlie,
listener.
the listeners and Arlie. It's not just the list. He is the teacher's pet. Arlie's the teacher, and they are the students.
If you could give an apple to every listener, you would do it.
You're not the teacher, Tree. You're the antagonist on this show.
Let's go to break.
That's what you are. Yeah.
Let's go
The
to
way
break.
you change graphics and tell my brother what I'm doing on my top 5, yeah. The way you've got multiple lists created. We've seen you post 2 different lists. So somebody's the teacher, somebody's the antagonist.
Let's go ahead, Tree. Let's go to break.
No, I think it's time for the 2-minute trespass.
The trespass, exactly. Love it.
We appreciate y'all being here. Good morning, everybody. Y'all stick around. More Two Live Stews up next.
Who is the closest thing to Michael?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Really?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Because
Chris
of
Brown,
the dancing and the singing aspect
Chris
of it?
Brown is a dancer, singer, slash great entertainer.
Right. Okay.
He goes out there and he does the ultimate stuff on stage, and you just have to love it. Usher's also a great entertainer, but I got to go with Chris on being as close to Michael as anybody could ever get.
And it was great to see Breezy at the Grammy get to win that
Finally
Grammy. To finally get his due. Long
Yes.
overdue, but hey, right on time.
Yes.
Good morning, y'all. Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews Experience. If you had to choose one, who you going with, Usher or Chris?
I'm going with Usher, I guess.
I think I got to go Usher too.
Yeah. But once again, who are we to question Bobby Brown? Hey, before I forget, man, Ball Award to your chapter, bruh. Chandler Simpson.
Simpson.
Yeah. Was it what is it? He got a home run, first hit. What was it yesterday where he threw up the hooks?
He just got pulled up to the majors. Yesterday was his first game where he led off for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. He led off for him.
Right.
And he got his first major league hit.
So the story is a little bit deeper. Chandler Simpson
Played at Georgia Tech.
Played at Georgia Tech.
Yep. He's the Bruz.
He's the Bruz. He pledged at DK.
Yep.
His daddy is the Bruz, the Q's.
Plays at West Georgia, K-squared, 83, winter 83.
Right. Simp, great bruh.
Yep.
Everybody in Atlanta knows who we talking about.
Yep.
And he gets called up to Tampa Bay, like you just mentioned. He gets his first hit. He throws up the hooks.
Yep.
So me and you were going back and forth. Did we ever remember anybody in baseball in the majors throw up the hooks like the Bruz do?
I mentioned the great Mo Vaughn.
Mo Vaughn played for Boston for many, many years. Great home run hitter.
Boston and the Mets, right? Or was it just Boston?
I can't remember. All I remember from is Boston.
Okay. But we used to talk to him a lot. And we also talked to David Justice, who's the Bruz, a lot on air. And I don't recall ever seeing those two throw up the hooks. I think Chandler was the first Major League Baseball player I've ever seen throw up the hooks.
I think so as well.
It's dope.
Football players do it all the time. Going back to William Floyd at Florida State, Rhett at the University of Florida, the OZ Bruz.
Yeah.
So football players been doing. Yeah, Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is probably the first one to do it. Period.
Yeah, I agree.
Eric Bieniemy, when he played running back for the Colorado Buffaloes back in 1990.
Yep.
When they won the national championship, he's the first Q we saw throw up the hooks, as we call it.
Yep. I've done it several times.
You did it several times.
Platforms. Yeah.
Right. But this is the first time we think somebody's done it in baseball ever.
Sir, the announcers are calling Chandler Simpson the fastest man in MLB in Major League Baseball.
Wow.
I think the number, and I might be off with this, but it's similar. It's a close number if I'm off. Out of 114 minor league games, he stole at least one base in 111 games.
Appreciate
Love you, dude.
And listen, if you're watching the show live, you know if you're watching the show live, look to the bottom of the chat, scroll to the right. You should see a dollar symbol. Click on that if you'd like to donate to the show. And if you're watching the replay, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. Click on the heart symbol, and you can donate to the show whatever you like. $1, $5, $10, $50, $100, $5,000, $50 grand. We'll take it all.
Jashani, 20 minutes, Doug's whole family would be gone to glory. Yeah.
I mean, dead.
What are you talking about?
We were talking about, I asked you how long you kept the ribs on the grill, and you said about 20 minutes.
I don't even remember. I haven't eaten or been around cooking ribs for so long. I don't remember how long you cook ribs.
Okay, Doug, real quick. Listen to this. Hold on 1 second, Tree.
Yes, sir.
Simpson has 214 stolen bases in 250 career minor league games.
Oh, that's a lot. That's still a lot.
That's a 214 in 250 games.
Like Mookie Wilson out in his camp.
You like freaking Mookie Wilson out there, man.
Wow.
That's pledging 21 at DK. We're really proud of the guy, man.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's never going back. If you got that kind of stat in your first game, you get a base hit, a double, you're never going back. You're not going back down.
Oh, yeah. It's very cool to see when you're the Bruz on that stage. You know, Darius Leonard, linebacker for the Colts for many, many years.
Yep.
You know, defensive player of the year. I think he may have even won defensive player of the year one year or something. He's our side. We definitely support and rep him.
In my LB's chat group, someone said, I love it. If you see the video, his dad throws up the hooks first, and then they go to him on the field, and he throws the hooks back at his dad.
Right.
Somebody said, I love it. Dad is super proud. I've never seen a Bruz shoot the funk in MLB. Outstanding. I posted this. Shohei Ohtani, 70 million. Juan Soto, 51 million. Zach Wheeler, 42 million. Aaron Judge, 40 million. Alex Bregman, 40 million. And those are not 10-year deals. Those are 1-year contracts. Why wouldn't his dad be happy? If they're calling your son the fastest man in Major League Baseball, he gets a Major League hit his first game. He's leading off, and he's stolen over 200 bases in 250 games. He's next up. He's next up.
I hope so.
It's a reality for him to get a contract of $25 million or more. His next opportunity, man.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy cats.
Thank you, Loose Neck. Who shot JR? It was all in the paper and everything. Like,
it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
It was
and
a big
remember,
deal.
sitcoms had finales, and we had to wait and they
Right.
would come back, and
You had to wait till the next year,
so-
right? Right.
Hold on
until
one second,
school
y'all.
started.
Hold on one second, y'all. I didn't see this message earlier.
Uh-oh.
I was torn up behind who killed JR. That
Not
was a
killed him.
big thing. Who shot him?
He
Shot
he
him.
didn't kill. Right.
Who
right,
shot
right,
him?
Right.
That was a big thing.
It was a big thing. It was a huge thing. That's why I'm gonna win the top 5 today because of entrance like that.
Your list was great, man. I mean, you only had a couple days to work on it. Your list was great.
No, we
Congratulations.
came
It was
up
a
with
good-
it this
it was
morning,
a good
just like
list.
you did.
Yeah, sure.
We came
sure.
up with the topic this morning, just like you did.
It was a good list, man. No,
Go
I
ahead,
didn't come up
Tree.
with sinners. Y'all came up with sinners. I didn't even understand what it meant.
Go ahead,
I
Tree.
thought y'all was gonna talk about Ray Caruth and Tiger Woods and people like that. I had no idea.
You could have done those.
You
You could have done those.
Yeah, I didn't understand the assignment. That's all.
But I told
Ruth is
you
definitely in the running.
I probably should. I probably should have done that. I
Hell,
probably
Ray
should've done that.
Lewis, if you want to. I mean, he got off, but
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Tree.
Rough.
And
thank you.
see, that's another thing. I'm sorry, Tree. That's another thing. In the examples that
Oh
y'all
my
gave
God, I
me this
cannot wait to
morning,
go on vacation.
well, good. I can't wait for you to go on vacation. I'm happy for you. In the text thread that y'all were trying to explain to me, sinners, Doug mentioned OJ, so it got confusing because the glove didn't fit. OJ was acquitted. He didn't. What sin did he commit?
But like
I-
myself being villainized on this show, he was villainized as well. And so that
Oh.
makes him qualify as a sinner.
Right. Well, no, you're being villainized because of what you've done, what you've tangibly done. We've seen it, and I talk about it. I brought it to the public's knowledge, so
I
yeah,
ahead,
you
will
know
ahead.
what you've done.
Go ahead, Tree.
providing
Go ahead, Tree.
Where
Just
Doug
go ahead.
gave
Just go
it
ahead.
to you.
Just go ahead, Tree.
Rough Buff. Thank you so much. How
Thank
was
you, Rough Buff.
Marlo a bigger sinner than Omar? Omar did everything Marlo did, plus he loved.
I don't think boys have coochies, first of all. So that's
Yep,
mischaracterization
That's
in
true.
itself.
Can
They
you put that
don't.
back up?
Well, yeah,
Tree?
Marlo could
didn't realize
Marlo could have been one of my choices.
Rough Buff is
Rough Buff,
number
y'all-
6 on the list.
Y'all-
Rough Buff.
How does boy coochie even work?
Please, we can't. I
Yeah.
can't.
You gotta be
Oh,
careful.
Yeah.
God.
You gotta
Yeah,
be careful.
I'm
Y'all be
uncomfortable
careful.
even talking about boy coochie.
Yeah, we got midget talk and people talking about midgets getting one person as the pallbearer, and then we got boys with coochies. Y'all better be
Dude said,
careful.
dude says he held him up like a radio. Oh man.
Thank you, Earl McDowell Jr. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Earl.
much. Where was Penny Hardaway on the PG
Where was
list?
Penny on the list,
Career,
man?
career wasn't long enough. I guess
I
they
got
were
a problem
factoring.
with y'all's point guard list, man.
They was factoring in longevity, maybe. I don't know. We didn't do the list. We were just commenting on it. Come on, man.
We're gonna get in trouble for that list too.
Yeah.
It's
You
your
mad? You
fault,
mad now?
Douglas.
Because they go ahead, Tree. We need to get a T-shirt that say "Go ahead, Tree." Because we
Write
just
it
have
down.
to move on, man.
Write it down.
Yeah. Okay, we're done with those. Okay. From Birdman 22, Ryan watched the movie Hoodlum this week, and he is bumpy when they put the rat poison in the banana split.
Hey, man.
How do I like my banana split made? He didn't say banana split. He said split. Jonathan, how do I like my split made? You like your
guess-
split made just like this, that.
Our guest didn't get here until 4:00 yesterday. I started the grill at 12. I was drinking and enjoying some smokes all day yesterday.
I was drinking.
All day yesterday. I mean, it was a great day. Hadn't enjoyed a drink in months. For Lent, I really had a good. So yes, I am Bumpy Johnson today. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. That has nothing to do with what you just talked about, man.
What?
It's okay. It's okay. What'd you say?
It was a movie reference to somebody setting. Go ahead, Tree.
Did something go over my head? Did I miss something?
Yeah, way over your head, man.
All right. From
the whole day. You know what? Today we are going to dub this day the day that everything went over Ryan's head, and we'll
It's
do it
Resurrection Monday.
we do it as an annual thing on Resurrection Monday, annually. We'll do the day everything went over Ryan's head, and we'll make it a tradition. I'm putting it in my calendar right now.
Aligned with.
You guys have been picking on me all day. It's okay. No problem. I'll take it. No problem.
And
I'm a big
the
boy.
day that we were picking on him too all day as well.
It's been tough. It's been tough.
From
Go ahead,
Triple J99. All right, Doug and Ryan, will Shador Sanders get drafted in the first round?
No question.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
I
10.
think he should be the first quarterback to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going top 10. This all this stuff is just propaganda. That guy's going to go in the first round.
From Marvin Childs, where was NIL in '89? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of dudes, man, were born in the wrong time.
No,
Were born at the wrong time. Can you imagine how much Barry Sanders would have fetched on the NIL market?
I agree.
Back in Oklahoma with all of them, rich cowboy, cattle farmers, oil tycoons in the state of Oklahoma and Texas.
Right.
Can you imagine how much Barry Sanders would have got at Oklahoma State?
Eric Dickerson, because allegedly he got cars in a house.
Right.
What kind of money would he have gotten?
Right. They were paying Dickerson and the SMU players back then in the 80s.
Right.
If they could do it above board.
Oh, my gosh. They would have made a killing.
From Rough Buff, as soon as the season was over, Jason Kidd said, "I'm out." Ownership did him dirty after making it to the finals.
I doubt he's going to leave. If they're paying him a premium price, they don't want him to go nowhere. He's a proven good coach. Yeah, he may not like the fact that he doesn't have Luka, but he may be part of the reason why Luka's gone. I can't imagine that management would get rid of his star player, one of the best players in the league, without consulting or talking to him.
From Birdman 22, Doug, you're in denial, bro. Lakers are in trouble.
Well, that might be the case, but at least I'm going to make $100 because no, that's not the Lakers.
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't bet on the Lakers.
That's
We
OKC.
bet on
That's OKC
we bet on
and
AKC
Memphis.
and Memphis. Yeah.
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 You've been
Somebody
mixing the games
please,
up all
we
day,
need to-
sir.
Somebody type that in the chat. We need to receipts. Okay.
No,
From
we got receipts. I mean, this is a recording. This is never going away. You're going to put this on YouTube. He bet me $100 that the Memphis Grizzlies would not win one game in the series.
Yeah, they would get swept.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I need that
They
money
would
too,
get swept.
sir.
You.
Speaking of which, Trey, I need to talk to you about this Uber thing.
Okay.
Didn't you mention something about driving
Yeah,
Uber?
but please don't talk about that.
Okay.
I sent you that.
Right. A quick question, Tree, before you move on. And
Yes, sir.
clearly you don't want to address what he just said. Never mind. Let's talk about it later. Never mind.
No, go ahead. Ask your question. I'm interested.
The Uber
I'm
thing.
curious.
The Uber thing. Because that's why I said we'll talk about it later.
All right. From L12, Doug, y'all had Packer on your show
Will Packer,
years
yeah.
ago. Will Packer. Y'all had Will Packer on your show years ago, and you commented that Stomp the Yard is not realistic, and bros don't dance like they did in Stomp the Yard. Do you remember that?
I don't remember seeing the movie. I don't remember any details of the movie. I may have said that. I may have seen it and just forgot. I don't know.
Well, because it wasn't Stomp the Yard. It was. No, never mind.
There's no movies really made about, 2 School Days, they were
Right.
stepping in that. I don't know a lot of movies where they show.
I don't remember Stomp the Yard. I don't know any details. I confused it with Drumline.
Oh, Stomp
did.
the Yard is okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember Stomp the
Was
Yard. either.
Drumline Will Packer's movie also?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
So Will Packer is
They were both good.
a black, director, movie maker. Done a bunch of great movies. I can't call any of them right now, but done a bunch of great movies. He's Ryan Coogler before Ryan Coogler.
Right, exactly. From Till Dog 12. Come on.
And he went to FAMU. Shouts out to FAMU, HBCU.
Rattlers.
From Till Dog 12. Y'all know ninjas come to church on Easter Sunday that never go any other time of the year. Mother's
True.
Day too.
It was packed. It was packed yesterday.
True.
From Adrian Williams.
I saw the picture, man. You should have posted the picture of your family, man. You had the family photo and everything.
All right, I'll do it right now. You guys go ahead. No problem. Give me a second.
Okay.
He's a graphic person.
Yeah.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
From Adrian Williams, one family left after their kid gave their Easter speech. I mean, from Julius 35C, my top 5 centers are all the presidents of this country.
Yeah. Trump is at the top of the list, though. We both agree on that. I just had him
Now
at number
this
2.
is a
Only one
blast
person had
from the
one.
past right here. This man said Jimmy Swaggart. Yes.
Remember he was crying? Was that the picture that cried, I have sinned?
Nobody's a bigger hustler than that kid.
Well,
A sinner, not hustler. Sinner. Nobody's a bigger sinner than that cat. He was on TV every
Right.
weekend.
Because we got an in-house.
What was the big sinner the sin that he did? Did he like?
He was sleeping. He had sex outside the marriage, right?
I can't remember. I just
Jimmy,
remember the clip of
it
him
was
crying.
him and Tammy Faye and all of them was all getting where I was housed as a child. The lady who was caring for me used to buy prayer cloths, and then when Jimmy would come on the television, we had to go touch the TV while he prayed. Yeah,
that explains a lot.
Kind of see why you are the way
a
they
lot. Oh my God!
I get it. Yeah, God,
that's what you was dealing with, Tree.
It was it's a hard nut life.
Bless
I'm
your
all right.
heart.
I'm better for it.
Jay-Z's song was about you.
Hard knock life.
Stringer Bell is just as much of a sinner as Marlo, Julia said.
We already read this one.
Oh.
Well,
someone else said something similar.
What a great series.
It was. I miss it.
Yeah, that's
HBO just used to produce. I don't know what they doing now. Although that church show I heard is real good. Oh God, I can't think of it. With the Jimmy Swaggart-ish type pastors. From L12, late 80s, early 90s pay-per-view. Mike Tyson was must-see TV. Side note, Mike Tyson Punch-Out was so racist. A little white dude be the best boxer from each country. Black man deuces lit. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. But I didn't think about that.
The first part, yes.
Doug and I have an affinity and a big love for Mayweather and for Tyson because when we were partners with HBO for like 7 years, they flew us out for every major fight for, about 6, 7 years.
Yeah, it was great.
We would be in Vegas 3 to 4 times a year at a fight. Always the May 5th fight, because there was always a fight around
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. It was just a great relationship, man.
Remember Floyd used to call Cinco de Mayo National Kick a Mexican's Ass Weekend or something like that. Every year Floyd was kicking a Mexican's ass. Right.
Real quick, Tree, before you move on, can I show my people?
Yes, go right ahead.
That's my family, man.
Beautiful.
That's my family at Easter Sunday, back in the church.
Morgan getting tall.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan getting tall. Was it just the stack shoes she got on?
Well, she's long, man, but yes, she does have some extra inches on the heel. That's
and
my
so
people,
for perspective, people, Miles, the one on the left, put it back up, man. Miles, the one on the left, the oldest, with the light blue shirt on. Those are size what shoes, man?
Well, those are my shoes, and those are size 12.5.
And Mason has on he wears 12 too, right?
Those are size 13s.
So Mason's feet are bigger than Miles's.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. I love them so much, man. Okay, Tree, let's keep it going.
Yes, sir.
We got a couple more.
From Loose Neck Side, thank you for your donation. Ryan ate some pork and all hell breaks loose.
Hey man, it was like a bite and a half. Just some gristle from off the edge that fell off the bone, and I don't know what came over me, man.
And this is what we get.
I had to taste it. I had to taste it yesterday, and it was worth it. I mean, it was delicious. Smoke all through the meat.
You haven't gone back and forth to the bathroom or anything like that, right?
I haven't. No, I wasn't sick. I thought, but I didn't. It wasn't a lot at all, man. It was really just a bite, a small bite. It was about the size of 2 quarters beside each other. It was very small, man.
Okay, go ahead, Tree.
Jay wants to know: are the Stews? Thank you for your donation, Jay. Are the Stews doing a live show for the NFL draft? Support the Stews.
Nah, I doubt that.
Nah.
Appreciate it though, Jay. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna post up and.
Now we're gonna talk about it. Obviously,
we're gonna talk about it, and I'll be cooking and smoking the whole day on Friday and Saturday. It starts Thursday, right?
It starts Thursday, I think.
Okay, and Thursday night, Thursday and Friday, I'll be cooking the whole weekend, enjoying the draft.
From Loose Neck Side, John Bobbitt had to pick his DAC up off the ground with a potato chip bag.
Man, that's messed up. You
That
know,
was atrocious.
there's no way I'm going to lose this top
We
five.
never
because
heard of that.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Doug.
You know they reattached it, right?
We're on the street.
But does it work?
Does it still work?
There's
That's
no
my
way. There's
question.
no way it can work.
Well, if they
all of the nerve endings were severed.
Okay.
She cut it all the way off, man. That's
If
a sin to cut your man pee-pee off. She going to hell for that.
Yeah, that.
I had a tooth get knocked out in a basketball game. My dentist was actually at the game because his son was on my basketball team.
Dr. Kunkel.
Dr. Kunkel. When the tooth flew out my mouth, it went under the bleachers. Dr. Kunkel got up immediately. I kept playing. Dr. Kunkel got up immediately, went to the concession stand, came back with a Ziploc bag of ice, went under the bleachers, found my tooth, and put it in the bag of ice. After the game, he came to me right after the game and said, Ryan, you got to come with me right now. Your parents are getting your stuff. They'll need to sit at the dentist's office. He put my tooth back in, and the tooth is still good, sir.
What?
It had been out for about an hour, hour and a half.
I didn't know that was possible. You sure about that? You didn't dream that?
True story. Dr. Kunkel saved my tooth. Put it in ice. We finished the game. He took me to his doctor's office and reestablished it.
How did it stay attached to your gum and to your jawbone?
It still had life, sir. The nerves still, they fused back together. He got it back in time.
Stop it.
Lord have mercy. I think you're dreaming that, man.
No, man, I'm not.
Okay.
Ask Mom. Call and ask Mom.
Is he still alive? Is he still around, Dr. Kunkel?
Call her right now.
I think so.
Yeah,
She's still
that was
sleeping. She's still
that
sleeping.
was the only dentist in Moco back in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's lovely.
He had a monopoly on dentistry.
What a good time to be alive, though. Like, ugh.
He had a monopoly on dentistry in Moco.
Yeah, man, I don't know any other. Well, maybe we just don't know of any other dentists.
There were no other dentists in Moco.
But we didn't go to any other dentists though.
He was a black man?
No, white guy.
He was white as the driven snow.
Right. You crazy? A black?
I think he was. I think he was an ally. I think he was an ally though.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, he was good. He was cool people.
He was a good dude. He was a good dude.
And he had a son that you just mentioned played.
He had a
with
couple
you.
sons. He had a
That
couple
is
sons.
also now a dentist.
His oldest son, Terry, is a dentist.
That lives where you live.
His youngest son,
That's
John,
crazy.
that plays on the team with me, is a farmer now. He like raises horses and does stuff with horses.
Those aren't your friends. You could go to the house till the parents came home. That's another
Nope.
set.
No, they were not. It's not that group. That's a different group.
Okay. All right. We're going to finish this up. Julie's 35C. Bobby Womack absolutely is a sinner.
Boy, that would have been a good one to put on my list. I
He
just wish
was-
I had time to think about it. I wasn't given time to think
And
about
the
it.
ON
What
didn't put it on
what
his.
did Bobby Womack do? He slept with his
Sam Cooke's wife. Everybody.
Right.
He slept with everybody's woman.
right.
Truthfully. Harry Hippie? Now, Doug, you are ON. You know about Bobby Womack, I'm sure.
That cat's an ON. He is an ON.
Sigma is the number one frat dad. The big boy disrespect needs to cease.
No, I'm
Going
not
back to the
disrespecting
list.
Big Boy, but he's not. He's no.
I hate to even comment on that because
I love Big. I love Big Boy.
I hate to even comment on that, man. But
His
we
lips
in
are getting
Atlanta,
out of hand, too.
and we love these Atlanta people. These Atlanta people love us. I'm not going to say anything negative that could be taken negative about Big Boy. Let's move on.
Yep. They gonna
A
find
lot of people are up in arms at Big Boy hitting on that Mount Rushmore from Atlanta. They
From
feel
Earl-
like it,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. They feel like Dre and Big Boy are a combo package.
No,
You
they're
can't
not
have
a
one
combo.
without the other.
They're very different.
They're not even a group anymore. How you mean a combo package? They're not even a group anymore.
And it didn't ask about groups.
Right. It wasn't a
Right,
group thing. That's another
right,
thing.
it wasn't
Right.
a group
I'm
thing.
telling you, man, let's leave this alone, man. It's very personal with these Atlanta folks about
Wait,
this
what
Big Boy thing.
Is there a story that you need, a chapter you need to add about some trauma?
I'm just saying. I personally wouldn't put Big Boy on my Mount Rushmore of Atlanta. That's just me.
I
And
need
a
to
lot of
apologize
people,
to you.
evidently the people that did this,
Jermaine too.
the people that did this Mount Rushmore graphic thingy, they didn't as well. But if you go back and read the comments, a lot of Atlanta people chimed in. It's disrespect. It's disrespect.
Hey, Dina, I apologize for
Deanna.
calling you Deanna. So, Dina, I
Oh, I'm
apologize.
sorry, you were fixing. Yeah.
It's not Deanna, it's Dina. Sorry, Dina. Really appreciate you for being here.
Wait, it's Deanna, right? Deanna. It's Dina.
I think it's Dina. Please correct us in the chat room. I want to get it right.
She has
please correct
Deanna.
me.
It's Deanna.
She has Deanna. Okay, Deanna. I'm sorry for calling you Dina. Then
We
Deanna,
blame the
sorry.
pork. We blame the pork today.
No, it's
For everything.
okay. She said no. It's. Can you do a prophetic?
Do a phonetic.
Yeah, phonetic. Yes, do a phonetic spelling, please.
Or a prophetic
Dina.
one. We take prophecies also from Rough Buff.
Wait. Deanna. That's Deanna.
Looks like Deanna. Okay, is that right, Deanna? Did FM say it right? It looks like Deanna.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Yes or no.
Okay, go ahead, Tree.
Wait, I want to wait. She's doing it. She's typing it. Nope.
No problem.
Deanna.
Deanna. Okay, you're right, FM. It's Deanna. Okay.
We all thought.
Are we in Bizarro World? I said that.
Well, I just want to make sure I got
it.
it right. Somebody sent me a text and I think her name is Deanna.
And then you said something, even though someone sent you that text, you read, you said, I think her name's Deanna. And then you said, we're sorry, Dina.
Man, you took
Play
one of them
the tape
gummies this
back.
morning, man.
Man, that's my personal business.
You
Yes, of course.
At 4:30 in the morning, you tripping.
My neck and
And you
back is
still
a problem,
tripping.
man.
Huh?
Gummies help. The gummies
Rough
help.
Buff. Thank you. Ryan, when they hit size 14, hit me up. He got some shoes for you.
Oh, shouts out to you, Rough Buff. Thank you, man.
We
Thank
will
you, Rough
remember
Buff.
this.
Go
Thank
Oh,
you.
trust
He's
me,
coming for
man.
them shoes. Because
What's that place in Atlanta that sell
These
all of the
eggs
large
and
size
shoes.
shoes that Shaq
Oh.
goes to?
can't think of the name of it.
That's Friedman's.
yes,
Freeman's.
That's
Yes.
it.
Yep. Friedman's.
So Freeman's is a shoe store in Atlanta that's been here a very long time, and literally men with bigger size shoes
Dating
all over
them
the
with big
world.
feet. They go there.
They come to Atlanta to go to Freeman's. It's been there
Mhm.
for like ever, for like the 50s or something like
It's
that.
still down there in the
Yeah.
same.
And
Yep.
inside of them, they have like one of Shaq's shoes. It's like an 18, and it's like the biggest thing in the world.
Yeah,
It's
Look at
huge.
Freeman's. It's probably online. You can probably Google it.
Okay, from Earl McDowell, the Nas Jay-Z beef was a classic series of tracks, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, go see Sinners. I believe you can handle this movie. That's from Triple E, Triple J 99.
Shouts out to you,
Definitely
Triple E,
not
Triple J.
scary.
Shouts out to you, Triple E, Triple J 99. I just but y'all said vampires. I want to go. I mean, everybody in the house last night was
Take one
talking
of the
about it.
kids
Come on, man.
with
You-
you.
you-
They'll
you-
hold your hand.
You got to support this brother, man. We support
I
all
know,
black
we
film.
do.
Come on, go see the damn movie. What are you talking about?
Freaking vampires.
What's going on with you today, man?
Take a gummy and go. Take a gummy and go.
Yeah, come on now. We ask people to come and listen to us and watch our show, and you don't want to go support this brother doing something dynamic in the music industry? Ryan Coogler?
I mean, y'all don't find it sketchy or kind of funny that
Oh boy.
this morning we started talking about the top 5 an hour before the show? Y'all don't find that kind of ironic? Anyway, go ahead, Tree.
Go ahead, Tree.
We got a few more. JR called Sue Ellen a slut. I guess
Yes.
on national TV.
That was big. That was big. That was almost like the F
That's like a
word
curse word, right?
40
That's a
years
curse
ago.
word.
Right.
To call that lady a slut on primetime television or late night
Nasty
television.
Heifer.
From Courtney Williams, he says he remembers. He says we're getting old. He remembers when your babies were born.
It's crazy, man.
Kara is 21 years old now.
Crazy.
And Kara was born when we started, let's see, so 21. It was 24 years ago. Yeah. We were in our 3rd year when Kara was born.
From
If my
Black
math is
Diamond,
correct.
Miles and baby girl are your twins. Mason looks just like wifey. Great picture.
Mason does favor the wife side of the family, and Morgan and Miles. I put the baby pictures up, and you can't tell their baby picture from mine.
Speaking of sharing with the show and doing things that people want you to do, Ryan, thanks for sharing your pictures. Doug, you never share pictures. What you be doing on the weekends?
I can share some pictures.
Okay. You know, you're real secretive.
I didn't go to church this weekend, though.
Okay. And
Were you at
last,
were you at the track meet?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
then you can-
they had it on Sunday?
Yes.
Yes, every day. Yeah.
Wow.
That's understandable why you missed church. Then no problem.
Well, no. I mean, she didn't run. She ran the 4x4 at like 3:00. I could have went to church. I
Damn, you a heathen. What'd you do Saturday night?
I wasn't feeling too well.
Okay.
Yeah, you canceled on me Thursday and said you weren't.
Yeah, I was not feeling well Thursday.
What were y'all supposed to do Thursday?
The book.
From Eddie Jewell.
We're working on the book still.
Oh.
Somebody has just separated themselves from the whole process at this point.
And then will blame us.
Right.
From Eddie Jewell, and this is it. I'm out. He became a porn star talking about Mr. Bobbitt. Well, is that Lorena's married name? Yeah, John Bobbitt.
He did a porn. He became a porn star.
He must have put one of the prosthetics on. They must have made him endowed.
How did he become a porn star?
Plastic surgery. They had to have. How can a man who gets his penis severed, how can a man who gets his penis clean severed end up being a porn star?
Just kill me, man. Knock on wood. I hate to say something out there like that. Just kill me.
I'll see y'all next week. Thanks, everybody.
Have a safe trip.
Oh, that's right. You going on a trip? Yeah. You want to tell people where you going?
Y'all have a
You
nice.
always want us to.
I'm
talk
gonna go to
about
the
our stuff.
beach. I need a break. I'm very hurt by everything this morning. I don't know where it came from. I wish.
It came from y'all cheating me for months. That's where it all came from.
I love y'all, and so that don't worry.
I mean, why are we
They're
acting
not. So
surprised
y'all
that
don't
today
have
is
to
the first
text
time
Arlie and say what happened to Tree if I'm not here.
we've done this show for a year and some change, and we've never done a top 5 an hour before the show. But this morning we do.
I am going to take a moment while I'm gone and produce where Doug asked you to take over, and then he said you and Tree take over, and then that was months ago, and then I submitted top 5s for months, and you did one last week because I was afraid.
Right, because Doug just said I've been doing it for months. No, that's a lie. I did one last week. And second thing, when y'all mentioned giving it to me, I said in text thread, I'm not accepting it. Don't give me that. I said that.
Okay.
Tree,
I love y'all.
have a good time on your vacation, Tree.
Going someplace to harass locals. I don't know where she's going. I don't know what beach she's going to be on. But wherever she goes, she's going to harass the people that's bringing her drinks. I can see her now.
The biggest
now asking for ice water, but telling the people that the ice ain't cold. Can I get some fresh ice, please?
I'm not gonna get back into it. Let's get out of here, man.
I
Thank
can
y'all
see
so
it.
much for tuning into the show today.
I can see it. I can see it. Taxi cab driver. I can see it. She's about to give everybody hell wherever she's going for the next few days. Y'all in the chat room, we love y'all. I think that's pretty funny. And y'all see how I got Donald Trump away from everybody else? How I separated him to kind of make him alone? Y'all see that? It's all intentional. Chat room, thank y'all. Super chatters, thank you. Look at this. We just found out about the list an hour before the show, but he's got this graphic. Y'all stop it, man. Y'all stop it. Come on, man.
Everybody doing you wrong. Everybody doing you wrong.
You keep saying that. That's your words, not mine. But I mean, it's freaking obvious, man.
No, but it's your actions, though. Everybody's trying to get you.
A+ to Tree. Thank you, Tree. No, A- to Tree. Thank you, Tree. A-.
Thank you, Tree.
I may need to start doing A-. But good job, Tree. Doug, I'm giving you an A, man. I didn't find a problem with me asking a question about the top 5 this morning that we did an hour before the show. And you made it something that wasn't supposed to be, but you still get an A, man. Outstanding job today. Thank you so much.
You get an A too.
Arlie, appreciate you. She gets an A. Thank you, Arlie. And to everybody, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If y'all don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. I mean, think about it.
Everybody's trying to get me.
That's all he's trying to do. Show you love.
Everybody's out to get me.
And we'll see you on Thursday morning if we don't do a pop-up. And I'll definitely see y'all on Wednesday night for In the Huddle with Joe Ham. Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend.
It's called
God bless you all.
responsibility, man. Sometimes you got to take responsibility.
Sorry, Ryan's no longer here. He's gone.
Peace.